Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Glacial Geek Kill Team Battle Report. I am Phil, the Glacial Geek, coming to you here from the Mini Wargaming Bunker in Welland, Ontario, Canada, where I will be fighting a 1,500? No, a 100-point battle between my Astra Militarum and Josh's Imperial Guard. That's right. Josh from Mini Wargaming is joining me here today. Special guest coming down here and giving his time to be on the channel. Very appreciative of that and very excited to have him here to play this game of Kill Team.
I'm just glad that I get to play again.
He gets to play again. And if we putting him back out on the internet, you gotta renew your fame every couple of years. That's how it works. Otherwise you're no longer internet famous. That's how it works. You have to be out there on a battle report, otherwise no longer famous. So we determined that this is quite possibly his second battle report that he's played in the new building since they've been here since May, maybe late May, something like that, May or June. Yeah. So it's been a while.
It might have been April even. I don't know.
Yeah, April even. Yeah, he's the grease that keeps this machine running. So I've had firsthand experience watching him keeping this thing running. It's like herding cats. So, but and herding nerdy cats at that too. So, but he's been doing a fantastic job of that. We're very appreciative of what you do to keep all that content coming to us from Mini Wargaming. But I'm also very appreciative of you being on my channel right here. So we're gonna end that love fest, and now we're gonna talk about what we're gonna be playing here today. So the story is that the Tempestus Scions were sent into this planet to go determine whether or not the Imperial Guard Regiment that had been operating in this sector, there were questions about their loyalty, questions about what was going on with them. So they sent in these Tempestus Scions to find out, and they had requested certain caches of information to help them in their investigation. But the plane that was carrying that information was shot down over this city, and it crashed, and the data caches were spread around. Not entirely thinking that anything might be wrong because this planet was in the throes of a full-fledged war. The Tempestus sent out a force to go collect these data caches, not thinking anything was wrong. But when they had arrived, they found a force from the local group that had been operating here, the regiment that they were sent to investigate, that were also coming to claim the data caches, and both sides ended up in a conflict of arms here, fighting to try to get the data caches before their opponents could get them. So we are going to be playing the data wipe mission, which is from the Kill Team Annual 2019. Essentially what it is there's 4 objectives on the board. These 4 objectives represent data caches. If you have the same model within 1 inch of a data cache for at the end of 2 consecutive rounds, and there are no enemy models within an inch of that data cache at the end of those 2 rounds, you can choose to destroy it, to wipe the data cache. So essentially, we're trying to wipe them, they're trying to get the information from them. That's the way we're going to play it. And if you do so, you score 1 victory point, unless it's the data cache that is furthest away from your deployment zone. We're deployed along the entire edges here. So essentially, if Josh manages to do that to this objective, or I manage to do it to this objective, then at the end of that, then you score 3 victory points for having done that. Otherwise, everyone's worth 1. So that's the story. That is the mission. Before we go any further, though, let's show you the 2 kill teams that are going to be fighting it out. So for the Astra Militarum, my kill team will consist of, from left to right, my leader, who is a sergeant. We then have a Bulgrin Boned, who is my combat specialist. We then have an Ogrin, who is my heavy specialist. We have a sniper specialist with a sniper rifle. We have 2 more special weapon gunners with flamers, and a guardsman. And then for the Militarum Tempestus, his kill team will consist of, from left to right, his leader, who is a Tempestor. We then have a Tempestus gunner with a plasma gun. He will be a sniper specialist. We have a Tempestus gunner with a plasma gun, who is the demolitions expert. We have a Tempestus gunner with a plasma gun, who is a heavy specialist. We have a 4th Tempestus gunner with a plasma gun, and then 4 more Tempestus Scions. All right, going over deployment, we have my sniper specialist up in the building over here. We've got one of my flame bros down here, a little spicy boy. Then we've got my heavy specialist here. We've got my leader, and we've got my combat specialist over here. So that's the Bulgrin and the Ogrin. I think I got that right. Yeah. And then I've got over here my other Flamio and my other guardsmen holding up on that flank. Going over deployment here for the Militarum Tempestus. We have his Tempester in the middle here along with a Tempestus Scion. We've got his Demolitions Expert up in the building along with the Sniper Specialist. We got another Tempestus Scion along with his other Plasma guy that's not a specialist. And in reserves, he has 2 more Tempestus Scions and his other heavy specialist. So that is the deployment. We will now roll off to see who has initiative going into turn 1. I rolled a 7, my opponent rolled a 10, so we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Tempestus Scions here on turn 1. Movement phase for the Militarum Tempestus here on turn 1. This guy moved up, as did his Tempester, following him behind there into the building. He has a plasma pistol and a power sword. I think I forgot to mention that in the intro there. His Demolition Expert moved up to the window, as did his Sniper Specialist moving up over here. This guy moved up to the edge, as did this Tempestus Scion. And then his other 3 reserves are staying in reserves for now. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the movement phase for the other Astra Militarum. Movement phase for the Astra Militarum here on turn 1. My sniper readied himself, as did my leader, as did my guardsman over here. My flamey guy up here advanced. I'm running Talarn though, so he will be able to shoot even though he advanced. As did my flamey guy over here advancing up into the building. Also going to be able to shoot even though he advanced. As is my Ogrin over here who advanced up and getting to be able to shoot. And my combat specialist, my Bulgrin, is going to charge. So he's going to charge into this Scion over here. Overwatching.
Looking for 6s, beards.
Ooh, you got a beard. What's the strength?
It's only strength 3.
3, so I think it's, I don't
5
think
to
that,
wound.
yeah, 5 to wound here.
No.
No wound there. So I need an 8-inch charge to get in over here. That's not going to be enough. I'm going to spend a CP to re-roll that. That is still not going to be enough. In fact, that is worse. So that is going to be it for my movement phase. We will come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, at the beginning of the movement shooting phase, we do have orders. My guy is going to tell my sniper to bring it down, re-rolling 1s to wound. And his Tempester is going to tell his Demolitions Expert to take aim, re-rolling 1s to hit. So we're going to start with my sniper here because he is ready, shooting into his Demolitions Expert. I'm going to be hitting on a 5 because he is obscured. That is not a hit. My guardsman over here is going to fire into his regular plasma guy up there. He is obscured, so I'm going to be hitting on 5s, but he's within half range, so it's going to be 2 shots with his las gun. That is going to be 1 hit. Strength 3, toughness 3, looking for a 4 to wound. That is not a wound. I'm going to spend a CP to re-roll that. And then my leader is going to fire into the Demolition Expert. He's more than half range, and he is obscured, so 6s to hit. Yeah, with a fill phase! And then wounding on a 4. Yeah, with the fill phase! What's your armor? So
4 up.
4 up save. No, with the beard phase. And now his Sniper Specialist is going to supercharge into my dude bro down over here. He is going to spend 1 CP for +1 to hit. He is also going to be -1 to hit, though, because of being obstructed there. So he is going to be hitting on 3s. 2 shots hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s because he is the sniper. Reroll that 1 because you're a sniper. Oh, it wanted to. Did you see that one coming? You saw it.
You saw it. I don't know why I did it either.
Oh, man, that was so close. That was so close. So that's 2 hits here. These are going to be wounding on 2s. No. Yes. 2s to wound. Oh, that is both wounds there. So that is going to go through his armor. So now you have 2 dice on the injury rolls here because there was a damage 2 because you supercharged.
Get off my board!
6s. He is just kaput.
Why are you picking on him?
My flame guy here is firing his demolitions expert.
What did he do to you?
Lots of things. He looked at me wrong, said things about my mom. It was awful. You weren't here, but trust me, this is why he's got this coming for him. So anyway, here comes his roll here. He's looking for do a D6 auto hits. That flamer getting 4 auto hits. 3s to wound. That is going to be 4 wounds. You've got 4 up save.
He'll be fine.
He'll be fine. He'll be fine. No, he won't. Close, but no, he won't. So that's going to be, it's only 1 damage, but he's only got 1 wound. So it's going to be a 1 injury roll here. Yeah, with that 6, he's out too. Woo! The Tempester is now going to fire into my flame guy that's down inside the building over here. You can probably see him better actually from over here. Yeah, you can see him through the window over there. So he's going to fire with his plasma pistol. This is going to be hitting on a
5, I believe.
5. Well, no.
Range and obscured?
Range and obscured, yes. So 5. So 5 to hit, not supercharging. No hit. So I forgot that my Ogre in here is actually Auxilia and cannot shoot even though he advanced with the Talarn because it doesn't benefit from the doctrines. Josh was very generous, offering to let me not take the 2 inches from the advance that I had gotten. But you know what? It was my mistake. I should have known better. He's not going to be able to shoot here. Josh tried to make he was like, no, dude, like, do it. Just do it.
Quit being dumb about it.
Yeah, stop being dumb. Just do it. I'm like, no, I'm going to be dumb.
Yep.
And then the Scion also is going to shoot into my flamey burrow over here. Apparently he doesn't like the flamer.
No, that was terrifying.
That's terrifying.
Looking for 4s?
4s to hit, because he's -1 to hit. That's good, because he was obstructed, but not within half range. And then these are strength 3, so wounding on 4s. That is going to be 2 wounds at AP minus what?
2.
It's AP minus 2. So I think that just goes straight through. Okay. It's 1 damage though, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so it's just going to have 1 die on the injury roll because it was a damage one. They've only got the 1 wound. Here we go.
Bam! Die!
No, at a 2, he will take a flesh wound. And Josh is going to roll that again with a command point. He really wants him dead. No! It gets even worse. He takes the same flesh wound. All right, so now his guy here is going to rapid fire into my dude bro down there. Do you want to supercharge?
No.
No, not supercharge. Absolutely not, because he doesn't get to reroll nothing. So here goes his 2 shots here, hitting on 4s because he's obscured. So it's going to be 1 hit. This is going to be wounding on a 2. That is a wound, and that's going to go straight through, but 1 damage here, so 1 injury roll.
Come on, get him.
Don't do it. No! Flesh wound. All right, so now his other Scion here is going to fire into my dude bro over there. Not in rapid fire range, which means he's not in half range.
I'm going to measure
for his
something
weapon.
else real quick here.
Oh, yeah, no. Never mind, he's going to do the same thing. He's going to be firing into him over there. So he's more than half range, and he's obscured, so looking for a 5 to hit. No hit. Alrighty, so that's going to be it for round 1 here. We will now roll to see, I have a couple morale tests to take here. So my guy down here who's flesh wounded, I don't have to roll for break tests because I've only got 3 guys with flesh wounds or out. I need, I think, 1 more, and then I'll probably have to take that test. But right now, this guy down here is going to be rolling to see if he is shaken. There's 1 guy out of action. 1 plus 5 is 6, so he is good to go. And that guy back over there, the same thing. 1 plus 5 is 6. He's good to go. Whew. Close, but they're fine. So that's it for the morale phase, and that's going to be it for turn 1 here. So now we're going to roll off to see who has initiative going into turn 2. I rolled an 8. My opponent rolled a 12. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Tempestus Scions. Movement phase for the Militarum Tempestus. Everybody ready that was out here except for the Tempester, who moved back over here to the back of the building and in-dropped his reserves for... Yeah, in-dropped his reserves back over here. This guy dropped here, more than 5 away from my flame bro. And then these 2 guys, his heavy and his regular guy, dropped in 5 inches away from my sniper. So that's going to be it for the movement phase for the Militarum Tempestus. We'll come back to you with the movement phase for the Astra Militarum. All right, movement phase for the Astra Militarum. Everybody of mine readied except for my big boys who are now going to charge. So we're going to start with my heavy bro back over here. He's going to declare both the Tempester and the Tempestus Scion over here as targets for his charge. So why don't you roll your Overwatch? We're going to do with the the Scion first.
The Scion first, yeah.
6s. Ooh, getting 1 hit. Looking for a 5 to wound. No wound there. And then we got the Tempester with his pistol.
Not overcharged.
Not overcharging. Ooh, that's a hit. I bet you wish you did.
Get him.
Looking for a 3 to wound. No wound there. So now...
Command point that.
I'm going to spend a command point to reroll that. There we go. Into a 3, which is a wound. So that's going to be AP minus 3. 1 second, I got to figure out what his deal is. All right, so the AP is going to go straight through his armor there. So he's leaving him with 2 wounds left. And now he's going to charge. He needs a 6-inch charge to get into the Tempester. I mean, like a 1-inch charge to get into his Scion there. So let's see what happens. 2 inches. All right. I'm going to spend a CP to reroll this. Into a 6-inch charge, so he's in. And then my Bullgrin has to make an 8-inch charge into his dude bro over here, so we do have some Overwatch.
Well, man.
Getting 1 hit. Looking for 1 second. So they have running the Militarum Tempestus, what are they called? Regimental Doctrines.
Yes.
Regimental Doctrines, which means that every hit roll of a 6 when firing at a unit or at a model that's less than, not at long range, so less than half range, you get every 6 that you roll, you get to make another shot. So he was more than 6 inches away with his pistol, but he's within half range for his gun there. So here we go. It's going to be another shot.
Beard.
No 6 there. So just the 1 hit. This is going to be wounding on a 5. Ooh, with another beard over there. So that's going to be AP minus 2. He gets plus 2 because of his slab shield there. So he's going to have a 4-up save with this. Yeah, with the 5. Woo! And I need an 8-inch charge to get in over here. No, he's not in again. He's going to make the move anyway, getting closer towards him. So at the beginning of the shooting phase here, his Tempestor ordered his Scion up here to take aim, giving him reroll 1s to hit. And my guy ordered my sniper, bring him down, reroll 1s to wound. So into the shooting phase, starting off with this guy here. Who's he going to shoot at?
I'm trying to take down that flamer.
Going at the flamer guy here, so he's got 2 shots here. Hitting on 4s because he is obscured. Getting 1 hit with that 6, so he gets another shot.
Oh,
yeah. Tempestus Scion abilities. Into a 1, then he gets to reroll because of his order. Into another 6. Does it keep going?
I don't think it chains off.
1 second. So we couldn't figure out any clarification on it. Let us know if you guys know and where to look for that down in the description below. But Josh said that it doesn't work in any of their other systems. You can't chain off of that. So we're just going to go with no here. So that's going to be 2 hits, though, which is pretty good.
Looking for 4s.
4s to wound. Yeah, strength 3. So, oh, no. All that. He's going to spend a CP to re-roll that.
Oh, I'm an
Looking
idiot.
for 4.
No. I mean, is it a good option?
I mean, I don't know.
No,
he's not going to do it. Okay, he's not going. Okay. Speaking of, he's now going to flame into the guy that just dropped down over here. D6 auto hits. Getting 2 hits. Looking for 3s to wound. That is going to be 1 wound with a fill face. That's got to be luck, right? Here comes his armor save.
Come on.
In
my green beard.
Come on. No, that's going to go through. So.
Wait.
What's that?
Point that.
Oh, you can spend it because you didn't spend it before. Do you want to spend the command point?
4.
No, still looking for. He's going to spend the command point. 4 up. No, dude, he gets it. Meant to be. And then his not sniper over here is going to fire into my guy over here. 2 shots. These are going to be hitting on 4s. Are you supercharging?
Not going to
supercharge because he can't reroll those 1s. Woo! Good thing you didn't do the supercharge. Oh, Josh. Ooh.
That's bad.
Ooh, that was bad. And now my sniper row back here is going to shoot into his heavy. He's going to be -1 because of being obscure, but he gets to reroll 1s to hit and 1s to wound because of being a sniper and because of his order. So it's going to be hitting on a 5. That's with the fill face. That'll count. Strength 4 looking for a 3 to wound. That's going to be a wound. AP nothing, though.
4 up, 50-50. Come on.
50. No! That's going to go through. Let's see if he is out of action. On a 6, he is! Killer. And then his sniper is going to fire into my dude bro over here.
Actually, you're a little commander there.
Okay, JK, his sniper is going to shoot into my leader over here. So he's going to have 2 shots. -1 to hit because he's within 12, so he's going to get the 2 shots. So no range modifier. But he is going to be -1 to hit because of obscuring there.
Right.
So it's going to be 2 shots.
Not going to overcharge.
Not going to supercharge here.
I do reroll here.
You do have reroll 1. So if you roll it back into a 1, he blows himself up. What if you hit him? That's 2 damage for the damage.
Fortune favors the bold. We're gonna overcharge.
Supercharging. Okay, here we go. You already rolled double ones before, didn't you? Oh no! You got the other one was a miss, but here we go. Rerolling because he's a sniper. Oh, into a hit. That's killer. Giving yourself a heart attack over there, Josh.
I don't know why I'm doing this to myself.
All right, so here we go. Wounding on 2. That's a wound. That's going to go straight through my armor here. So it's 2 damage on the injury roll. Oh, he takes a flesh wound. And now my guy over here is going to fire into his not sniper with the plasma. -1 to hit because of obscurement and -1 to hit because of the flesh wound. So these are going to be hitting on 6s. Getting 1 hit. Looking for a 4 to wound. No, I'm going to spend a CP to reroll that. Wow, my CP rerolls have been awful today. And then his scion over there is going to fire into my leader. 1 shot here, hitting on a 5 because he's obscured and long range. No hit. And my leader is going to fire into his sniper, hitting on a 6 because of the flesh wound, the range, and obscurement. Whatever you want to do, he's going to be hitting on a 6. Always hitting on a 6. No hit there. And this scion here is going to fire into my flame boy. I asked him if he really wanted to do it. He said yes for some reason. I'm
fire, bro.
Yeah, well, you know, it seemed... Yeah, I thought you were cold. I don't know.
Thought you were cold.
You thought you were cold.
No
hits happening there. And then this guy over here is going to fire into my sniper. He's going to be -1 to hit because of obscurement, so hitting on 4s. That's going to be 1 hit there. That's going to be strength 3, so 4s to wound. No wound. All right, so into the fight phase here. My Ogren's going to start us off. He's a bonehead, so he's going to have 4 attacks base, +1 on the charge, because that's just a natural ability that the Ogren have. These are going to be hitting on 3s with the Ripper gun, and it's going to be AP -1. Wounding on 3s as well, strength 5, toughness 3. So hitting on 3s. That is going to be 3 hits. These are going to be wounding on 3s as well. That is going to be 3 wounds at AP -1, so we've got 3 5-up saves.
Correct.
3 5-up saves. Makes 2, but fails 1 of them. Oof. So this is, he's only got the 1 wound, right?
Yep.
So this is going to be looking for an injury roll here. On a 2, he takes a flesh wound, and I can't re-roll that. And now his Tempestor is going to strike back into my Ogren over here. So he's going to have 2 attacks. These are going to be hitting on 4s because of the flesh wound. That is no hits. Alrighty, so that's the end of the turn. I do have a morale phase here. I do have to roll to see if I'm broken because I have 3 guys with flesh wounds and I've got 1 guy out of action. So this will see if I do that. And on a 6, I'm good to go. So I do have to take some morale test though. We'll do it on this guy over here. On a 3, he's good. My leader. On a 6, 7, he's good. Oh, I forgot he's my leader. Scared myself there. And then that guy over there is on a 1, is good to go. So at the end of the turn here, he's been within an inch of this whole time. So I'm going to wipe that cache there for 1 point. And I think that is it. So we will come back to you. Oh no, we have to roll for initiative. Come back to you with nothing yet. With nothing. So here we go. My opponent gets an 8, I get a 6, so we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Tempestus Scions here on turn 3. All right, movement phase for the Tempestus Scions. His Tempestor fell out of combat with my Ogren over here. Everybody else readied themselves. He wants to get these shots. I mean, to be fair, it makes total sense. It's a good call. So we will see what happens after movement phase for the Astra Militarum here on turn 3. All right, so in my movement phase, my sniper readied, as did my flame boy. This guy advanced up onto the objective. This guy back over here, my leader, advanced back over here to protect himself because he's afraid, like a little afraid boy, which is fair enough because he just got shot. He got like shot in the face by, I think, wasn't it a plasma that he got shot in the face?
Yeah, he got the plasma.
Yeah, plasma right to the face, somehow survived. I'd be afraid too. Then my Ogren over here had to stay still. He had the option of staying still or falling back. He's going to stay still. And now my combat specialist here is going to charge into his Scion down over here. So his Scion's going to fire his Overwatch.
Beards! No!
That's the opposite of beards right there. So his charge distance is 3 inches, but I still think that's enough to get him in. Not by much, but he's in. God, he just does not want to get in combat, huh? So in the orders now, his Tempester is going to order his guy up there to take aim, and my guy is going to order my guy over here to take aim. So re-rolling ones for everybody. So into the shooting phase, we're going to start with this guy back over here, firing into my flame boy over here. So it's going to have 2 shots here, hitting on threes. Getting 2 hits, wounding on 4s. Getting 2 wounds with the beards. AP minus 2. That goes right through my arm. Oh, yes, right? Yes, 5 up. Yeah. That's going to go through my arm. So we only roll 1 injury because it's only 1 damage, right?
Roll 2.
I know, you keep hearing the dice, so you only get to roll 1 here.
Ready?
Plus 1 to the injury roll. Plus 1, he takes another flesh wound. Spending the command point, he really wants him dead.
Just die.
Oh, he's out of there. So my sniper is going to fire into his sniper over there. -1 to hit because he's obstructed. Rerolling 1s to hit, though. That's not going to hit, nor do I get to reroll it. And now this guy over here is going to fire into my Ogren. He's going to supercharge. Hitting on 4s is -1 to hit.
Rerolling 1s,
Rerolling 1s, because the order, oh, good thing. Oh, that's 2 hits. Pretty good. These are going to be strength 7, so 3s to wound. Or 8, still 3s to wound. Getting 1 wound. AP minus 3 is going to go straight through, so 2 damage. Does take him down to 0, so let's find out what happens here. Oh, and he's out! Wait. Yes, he's out. The 5 would become a 4. Oh, killer! His scion here is going to fire into my dude bro over here, so he's going to have 2 shots, hitting on 4s because he's obscured, getting 1 hit. Looking for a 4 to wound. That is a wound. AP minus 2, right? So that does go straight through his armor. +1 to this roll because of the flesh wound. -1 because of the obscurement there. So 4 is out of action since it's plus and minus. Sniper is going to take a shot into my dude bro over here. -1 because of obscurement.
We'll overcharge
into
it.
my leader. He's going to supercharge it. -1 to hit because of obscurement, and so hitting on a 5. Rerolling 1s, but no need to. This guy back here is going to fire into my sniper, I imagine?
Yes.
All right, so 2 shots here, obscured, so 4s to hit. Getting 1 hit with that beard, and gets to get another shot because of that beard. No, not meant to be there. This is going to be wounding on a 4. No wound. Alrighty, so that's going to be it for the shooting phase. Into the fight phase, starting with my Bulgrin over here. He's actually going to pile in right around to here. We're going to get rid of this thing. Here's combat specialist. We know. So he is going to be firing here. He is going to have 6 attacks because he's got 4 base because he's a bonehead. +1 for combat specialist. +1 on the charge because of avalanche of muscle special rolls. So hitting on 3s. Okay, that's a good number of hits there. 4 of them to be exact. Wounding on 3s. That is going to be 2 wounds into him over there. 2 saves for him.
He'll be fine.
Oh, no, he may not be. We're going to find out. Injury roll. On a 2, he takes a flesh wound. Why? So he's going to attack back over here with his 1 attack.
5 to hit now?
No, nothing there.
More.
All right, so that's going to be the end of the turn here. We do have to go to morale phase. I do have to see if I am broken. Ooh, I am broken. That is not great because now I have to roll for nerve tests. The guy up here, I'm at 4 guys are out of action. 4 + 3 is 7. He shook. Let's see, my guy down there is good to go. My leader's good to go, and my Bulgrin. I'm gonna spend points to just auto pass him on the nerve test because I don't feel like testing that. That would not be great. So yeah, so I'm gonna auto pass on him there. Oh boy, not great. So now we are going to roll for initiative going into turn 4, possibly the last turn. Let's find out. I get the double 6s, so I am going to be going first. So we will come back to you with the movement phase for my dude bros. My movement phase is super easy. He's shook, so he can't do anything. He advanced up over there onto the objective, and he stayed in combat back over here. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you after movement phase for the Militarum Tempestus here on turn 4. All right, movement phase for the Militarum Tempestus. This guy moved up here onto the objective. This guy moved around here to get a better line of sight onto my sniper who is shaken. This guy moved up onto the objective over here. He readied himself. His sniper moved down over to here in the window to get a clear line of sight onto my Ogren over here. Bulgrin over here. This guy fell out of combat with the Bulgrin, and this guy, his Tempestor, moved around the corner to get a sight onto him. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, starting off, his ready guy here is going to get the order from him.
Get the order to reroll hit rolls.
Reroll hit rolls of 1. My guy can't give orders to anybody else because he's out of range for anything. So he is going to be firing into my Bulgrin over here. He's going to have 2 shots. He's going to supercharge, hitting on 4s because he is obscured. Getting another shot because of that 6. Into another hit. Again, we're just going to not have them keep exploding.
Yeah.
So these are now going to be strength 8, so 3s to wound. Wounding on both of them. So I am going to actually have saves on here because the slab shield is plus 2 to my saves. So I'm going to be looking for 5-up saves with that plasma there. And I get 1 and I fail 1, so he takes 2 damage. And now my Bulgrin's going to use his Grenadier Gauntlet to shoot into this Scion over here. He's going to have he's going to be Assault D6, so D6 shots. That's going to be 5 shots. These are going to be hitting on 4s. Getting 3 hits there. These are strength 4, so 3s to wound. That's going to be 3 wounds. 3 saves he has to make here. Fails 1 of them over there. So this is going to be plus 1 to the injury roll because of his flesh wound already. And on a 6, he's out. And now this guy over here is going to fire into my sniper. That's going to be 1 hit. That's not going to be a wound. And now my leader is going to fire into his Tempestus Scions over there because of Talaran allows him to shoot. He's within half range, so no range issue, and he's not obscured, obviously. So this is going to be hitting on a 5, though, because of his flesh wound. No, nothing there. He says, how rude, and shoots right back at him over here. 2 shots. That's 2 hits. Wounded on 4s. That's 1 wound. AP minus 2 is going to go straight through his armor here. Plus 1 to this roll because he's already got a flesh wound. And he's out. Sign over here is now going to fire into my Bulgrin. He's going to have his 2 shots. That is going to be 2 hits. But that other one is not a hit. Is he? Yeah, he's not obscured. Whoa, 1 second. Yeah, no obscurement. Just wanted to double check on that. So these are going to be wounding on 5s. Getting 1 wound. AP minus 2. Plus 2 because of the slab shield. So looking for a 4-up save. And he's good. And now his Tempestor is going to overcharge his plasma pistol into me over here. Minus 1 to hit for... Oh, actually, hold on. Check that range. See if he's within 6. Is he within 6?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's within 6. So no overcharge. No, just hitting on 3s. Nothing modifiers here. That is a hit. Looking for a 3 to wound. That is a wound. Here we go. 5-up save. I really need this 5-up save. Come on, baby. Come on, Bulgrin. Hold, baby, hold. No! I'm going to spend a CP to re-roll it. Hold, baby, hold. No! Back in the same thing. Who even does that? So that's going to take him down to 0. 2 injury rolls here.
Bam!
Ah! He's out! He is out! Oh, no. And he is out of action there. So, I got no one left on the board here.
Well, you got 1. You get the sniper.
Oh, I do have the sniper. I forgot about that. Oh, that's right. All right, so we got to keep going then. So, that's it for turn 4, right? So I am going to spend 1 CP in the morale phase to have him auto pass. How many people have you lost again and taken flesh wounds? I don't think you... No more, because the guy that died was one of your flesh wound guys. Oh, you do have someone? Ooh, 1 second. His sniper back over here has got a shot right through the window, right up to here. This is like that scene in Saving Private Ryan,
yes,
when he's making that prayer and he like shoots him into the bell tower. This is what it is, except he's got plasma. So it's gonna be 1 shot, minus 2 because of range and obscurement. So find out what happens.
I'm gonna overcharge it and
he is gonna overcharge it. He's gonna use the stratagem to give him plus 1 to hit. So he's gonna be hitting on 4s, and rerolling 1s to hit.
Yes.
Oh boy, here we go. Oh, reroll was
no,
a hit. Reroll
no,
was a hit.
no.
Reroll was a hit. Oh, it doesn't hit, but it doesn't blow up, which is good for him.
Yeah.
So, anyway, like I was about to say before I was so rudely interrupted, I'm going to spend the CP to auto pass him because, I mean, yeah, I want him around. So, get that out of there. And you're good. I don't think you have to take a morale test or a break test. You do have to take a morale test though on this guy. Anyone with the flesh wound. So you just got the one Tempestus over here. So you have what? 3 guys now out of action?
I have 3 guys out of action. Correct.
All right, 3 guys out of action. So roll 1d6. Add the 3. 1 plus 3. You're good to go. So you're fine. You're fine. But that's the end of turn 4. This could be the end of it. I'm gonna have you roll. On a 3 up, we go to a 5. But
You're making me roll.
if it ends, because it's more dramatic that way. Because your fate is in your own hands here. Because if it ends right now, I win because of that 1 point for that guy get there.
Yep.
But if it goes to next turn, you're deaf. Here's the roll. If it goes to the next turn, I think you're just gonna win. Unless we'll keep playing because my sniper might be able to pop one of your guys that's been on the objective off.
Yep.
And that's my only chance. Because if he doesn't, then you're gonna get 2 points and win the game. So this will determine. 3 plus, we go to another turn. Oh no, it's over! That is the game! Militarum Tempestus are not able to pull off the victory, even though they looked like they were probably going to. Sweet, sweet boy over here, holding strong, getting me the win. Turns out that all the important information was on that one back over there, so you can get those other ones. They just have like a bunch of Teletubbies episodes on repeat. So. Don't ask me why I stopped on that one, but it would be funny if you saw a commissar like put in this tape and he's like, Teletubbies, what is this? I think it'd be funny. He wouldn't. I would. Oh man, that was such a good game. Such an awesome game. So much fun. Oh man, I love Kill Team. It's so great. You just get like this like small skirmish stuff and 2 different ways of playing. I was super, super aggressive jumping up onto the objectives. You played it super tactical and reserved, making sure you could get off your shots. And to be honest, it came down to a 3+ roll whose stratagem would win. You know, mine was super aggressive, so it gave me that chance at the end of turn 4 to win it. But if it had gone on to one more turn, you would have had it here. Or if you had been able to kill a spicy boy earlier, you would have been able to run up onto the objective long before.
I think I could have afforded to move up a little bit more aggressively.
Yeah, you probably could have been more aggressive, but at the same time, I mean, with my Bulgrin and Ogrin just in the middle there, that's scary. Those guys are big.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't really get to shoot much with him. I guess the one guy he had the Grenadier gauntlet did blow some guy's face off right in the front there. But otherwise, it was a ton of fun. Yes, a ton of fun. Super, super awesome. And I think I'm going to have to get myself some Ogrin and some Bulgrin now that I had the chance to play with them here. Anyway, so I hope you guys have all enjoyed this. I certainly have. I have been Phil, the Glacial Geek, as always. My opponent's been Josh. And until next time, have fun.